What's up folks, Pauleh here, and today I'm going to talk about XCOM 2 and mainly talk about my upcoming series on the game. But before I do that, I would like to extend a big thank you to everyone that has submitted a character for me to use as a soldier in my series. Now, when I originally set up the general form, the application that you guys could fill in, I wasn't expecting to get many replies because it's a long application. You got to fiddle with the video, which wasn't done very well, and it's a bit of a pain. But I posted that video fairly late at night, and then I went to bed, and when I got up in the morning I had like over 20 submissions already, and I'm still getting more all the time. So I just want to say thank you. I wasn't expecting this many submissions, but no, it's great, and it's all going to be included in my series when I start it. A couple of things I want to point out though: if you add a biography, please keep it fairly short. Now, I did not know this. There is actually a limit to how much text you can have in the boxes in game, so the shorter ones, like one paragraph, is ideal. And it's a shame because some of you have done some really amazing biographies, but what I'll try and do is have it listed elsewhere, and when I come to your character I'll be able to read it off, but try and keep it short if possible. The other thing I'm going to point out, one of the most popular choices has been the long hood prop, basically a hood that covers your character's head, and I want to point out that when using this, it will hide like features on your face such as sunglasses or, you know, cigars, bandanas, that type of thing, your hair as well. So if you would prefer to have it changed, you know, remove your hood, please let me know, and you're gonna have to let me know what your character name is as well. Anyway, I'm going to go through all of the characters I've made so far, just show you guys. I'm not really going to go back and change too much. I mean, if you guys want to nitpick at all, that's fine. I'll try and change it the best I can. Maybe it'll be easier to do it when we're actually, like, you know, before we go into a mission or a next mission, when you're in my squad, I can actually edit it then. But if it's something like big that you need changing, that you didn't realize when you submit the option, let me know. I'll do my best, but it's quite tricky to keep track of all this because I've got a lot of names here. Also worth noting, there is limited space for nicknames, but if your nickname is too long, I'll do my best to make it fit in, and I'll put the rest into the bio so it'll be listed there. So don't worry if it's too long. But as you can see, with the hood, the long hood, it will obscure any other props that you want to have on your character. So yeah, I'm going to go through these, check out your character. It should be listed in here. I'll possibly do another video prior to the start of my series, but don't worry, every character that gets submitted I will add. And I'm having to do all this manually, including typing up the bios. Unfortunately, copy and paste isn't working, so, but it's not a problem. One thing I would like to point out though is that I've did include the option for you guys to pick class, and a lot of you picked Ranger and Sharpshooter. Now this is all going to come down to keeping it balanced when I play, so I can't guarantee that you'll get your preferred class, but I'll do my best. Now, the other thing worth mentioning is not every prop item that you pick is available. It's also why I didn't include the attitudes, because it'll just not be available right away when your character starts out. That will be something you'll unlock as your character gets stronger, so you may be missing some things that I've already added here, but you'll lose it later. And I want to point out, as a lot of you have picked Ranger or Sharpshooter, what I may have to do is revert everyone's choice to Rookie. So when you get recruited, you're just a bog standard Rookie, and then when you get upgraded, it will be random. Now, it's worth pointing out that if your character dies, don't worry, because this isn't going to be the only series I have on XCOM 2. It's my intention to... Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I... Oops, make sure I hit everyone's name here so you guys can see it. Oh god, there's so many names. Okay, that's where we left off. So yeah, don't worry if your character dies. I'm planning on having multiple seasons, so the way this Let's Play is going to work is that we're going to be playing through on Commander difficulty initially. I did try Legendary, but Legendary is ridiculously hard, and since I'm not that experienced at this game, I figured it wouldn't be as much fun to do that. So we'll probably start on Commander, which should be more than a challenge, and we're also going to be going on Iron Man mode. Now this means we skip the tutorial, we start off at one of the earlier missions, and from there we will play. And what Iron Man mode means is that your game auto saves, so every decision you make will be permanent. So I could end up making some bad calls which gets everyone killed, and it could lose us the game. Now, this game does require a lot of strategy. It's very slow paced. I've got to be very careful, but I think that'll be alright for the series. I haven't decided how I'm going to display it to you guys yet. I'm thinking every battle I may show in its entirety. At least the first few videos I will. If you guys want me to cut it down, let me know, but I figure that's part of the fun. So, and as I said, if your character dies in one season, it will be alive and available in the character pool in the next season, so don't worry. And if it doesn't get picked, don't worry, there's plenty of chances for your characters to appear in this. I'm really impressed that you guys are able to work out my video and the application form and actually come up with some really cool looking characters. So I'm quite happy with that. But as I said, the way this is going to work, I'm going to treat it as seasons. So we'll have our first season, and if I only get a couple of missions into it and I lose, then we'll just scrap it. Well, we'll leave it there and we'll just have to start fresh, and it'll be the next season. I don't know what you guys think about this system, but I think it's the best way I can sort of play through this game and actually show you guys. I'm not really sure how else to do this, because crashing and burning is definitely going to happen, you know what I mean? Crashing and burning is definitely going to happen. So we are going to fail, we are going to mess up, and we're probably going to have to start again multiple times, but I think this is the best way to go about it. Anyway, before I wrap this video up, I'll just show you, I made a few characters from various series I have, so you'll recognize the names, and maybe you'll fight alongside them during my series, all hailing from the Ashen Squad. We've got Angrel, Pauleh, maybe a name you're not really familiar with, but it's one I use, Angron, and Malgus. so with any luck you may fight alongside them. Anyway guys, keep your submissions coming. I'll keep adding them even as my series starts. I can add them as the series is going, so don't worry if you're late to the party, it's not a problem. Anyway, if you've got any ideas on how I can actually format this, let me know. Right now I'm thinking of doing it in seasons, so seasons start up until we either complete the campaign or we crash and burn and have to start again, then we'll move on to a new season. And at some point I'll mix it up with these seasons and throw in different mods and stuff so it's a bit different every time. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until XCOM 2 Let's Play starts.